Be sure to check out my Veve and Omi investors group in the description down below. Together we build generational wealth and go over everything you need to be profitable in the Veve markets. Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video. And this one, we're going to be going over a topic that I think a lot of people have been asking lately, and a lot of people have been worried and concerned about. And I think that this is part of the reason that I remain so bullish, even with like the uncertainty around buybacks and stuff like that. I think that once you realize how important the tokens are, the Omi token is to the project, a lot of the concern surrounding it kind of goes away. And I think people want like clear, definitive answers to everything. And I get it. I get wanting to fully understand, wanting to have all the answers, but I also get that we can't have all the answers to everything, which is why it's important. I think that as an investor, it's important to invest in people, because it's not always smart to let everyone know your full hand, because just like Veve fans are watching, Veve's competitors are watching. And I think that this is a pretty basic concept for anyone to understand. Like, they have a lot of enemies and they're watching every move that they make. So they can't just sit here and say everything that's going on. So this is why it's important to invest in people, because if you believe in the people, you know that they're going to move and do what's in the best interest of the project, what's in the best interest of the investors, and for the Omi token and the NFT side of things. I think that so many people couldn't wrap their head around the fact that why wouldn't Veve focus on the Omi token? Like, people saw that as a negative, as a con, when in reality, they were in the middle of a bull run. If this was a scam token in the middle of a bull run, you know they could have just listed like every other scam project, listed on every exchange possible. This company during the middle of a bull run completely ignored their token. And I know that triggers a lot of people, but why would a company do that in the middle of a bull run when they have a lot of these tokens? It would be very, very bullish for them. It would be very, very good for them if the token would just blow up. They could have did that in the middle of a bull run, but they chose not to. They chose to completely ignore it and focus on the big picture, which is the Veve app. So just by the decisions that this team makes, this is why I stand behind the team so hard, because I understand the things that they're doing. I understand that there's no point in having a token if you don't have an actual product to use this token with. Now, like even now, they're working with these other companies. They're like, we have games coming out with the Omi token soon and stuff like that. Like, this is stuff that they've been organizing, putting in play. Like, they've been thinking big picture while everyone's trying to get exchange listed. What you have to understand is the least attractive thing about this token is the crypto side of things for me. The crypto side of things is the least attractive thing to me. What's very, very exciting for me is the people who are going to be converted who don't care about crypto, like the games, the utility that's going to come from these games. How are they going to burn the Omi token? How is this going to get the supply down? The Veveverse, people actually using this token in the Veveverse, people using this token to buy NFTs. This is the stuff that excites me, because now it's not a game where it's based off of people's emotions, technical analysis, seeing what, like, it's not about all that. It's about what you actually release on these platforms, how well these platforms perform. And the fact that they're working with a company like Niantic, if the Omi token is involved in them working with Niantic, you saw what Niantic did with Pokemon Go. You saw how that turned out. So that is insanely bullish. But enough singing the company's praises. Let's actually get on to the topic of the video, which is Johnny Walker asks, Cavell, please answer this. Can the Veve project divert entirely from Omi utility? Because think about it. Veve can operate without any Omi functionality if they wanted that to be the case. So my question is, why bother with Omi when Veve can efficiently, without being dependent on Omi? It can run efficiently without being dependent on Omi. Thanks in advance, bro. So this is a great question. A lot of people ask this question, but it was a great response to this question. Mars Davis, shout out to Mars Davis. My man shows up on all the videos. But he says, Johnny, Veve is operating on top of the Omi utility token. Omi is required for every purchase. It's all built into the smart contracts. All of you saying Omi isn't needed has obviously not researched the project. It's kind of like saying Bitcoin or Ethereum can operate without nodes to function. That's called ignorance. Do some homework. Now, this is one of the guys that's actually asked the question in a like I really want to answer type of way. So I'm not gonna say like you definitely need to do more homework, but I think that that's why he was asking the question, like to get my response and get some response from people in the community and like get a little bit more information on that. Like from what we've been told, Omi is built into the core of the functionality of this project. Like even when we asked, like it was like some months ago, it was some months back, we asked them what would happen if Veve was to sell. What happens to the Omi token? Does it just go away? I think at that time the answer that calmed everybody down then was the fact that they said if someone was to buy the Veve app, they would have to buy out the Omi token positions as well. They would have to buy out the Omi token because they're so intertwined. They're so linked heavily that you would have no choice but to buy out the Omi token as well as buying out Veve. So that answer in itself tells you how important Omi is to the core of this project. It's literally built in. Like it can't exist. The project does not exist without the Omi token. So that means Disney just can't come up, like take out the Omi token, pop in a Disney token. It just does not work like that. This is built into, and this is built deeply into the project. What you have to understand is when we started on this project, like a while ago, like last year, Dan was working on the Veveverse at that time. Dan was working on the Veveverse already. We don't know how heavily integrated into the Veveverse the Omi token already is as well. We don't know. It's just so much information and so much stuff that we don't know. And I think so many people kind of get scared and get fearful of the uncertainty surrounding things. So yeah, it is some uncertainty. I'll give you that. It's a lot of stuff to be unsure about. But at the same time, do you have trust in the team? This is why it's important. If they can't tell you something, if they can't explain certain things in the moment, do you trust that they have your best interest at heart? And if you don't trust in the people, why would you invest in a project? Because the people run the project. So if these people can't be trusted to you, then you should not trust the project whatsoever. So yeah, man. The important thing to remember here is that to my knowledge, like the Omi token is built into the core. So this is why when people are complaining about buybacks, when people are so scared, oh, where's the token utility? What's going to happen with the token? That like it's a scam, all this crazy stuff. Why would a company be holding so much of a scam token? Why would they not take advantage of the bull run when they had an opportunity to pump the crap out of this token when everybody thought it was going to be the next Dogecoin? They could have easily used the DC license, used all these brands and stuff to promote the crap out of this token and get this thing pumping and skyrocketing like crazy. They could easily pump and dump this thing. Easily. Why don't they do that though? Instead, they choose to not focus on the token, to move very, very slow with the token and piss off all the token holders. Yeah, that just because you're mad, you're upset, you're in your feelings, think about the fact that any pump and dump, do you think they will want you to be mad, upset, and in your feelings? Or do you think that they will be doing whatever you want them to do, like whatever they can possibly do that you want them to do, just to keep you happy until they can rug pull you? Like what do you, like Veve is just not, like people are not making logical sense of, like people are not thinking about things logically. It just does not make sense. They're not behaving like a pump and dump whatsoever. A pump and dump would be catering to the people who they're trying to dump on. They would be making people as happy as long as possible, kissing everybody's butts and making sure no one's upset, no one's spreading foot, like saying, oh, everything's going to be coming, like we're working on it, stuff like that. Like literally doing everything in their power to get on exchanges and do anything that will actually drive the price up. If you want to talk about the Omi token, it looks like they've done everything in their power to drive the shit down, to be honest. Like that's what the Omi token looks like. And that's what makes me a hell of a lot more bullish, because they could be doing everything to make Omi token holders happy. But no, they're thinking big picture. They're preparing for stuff that we don't even know is coming. Like the rumors of the game coming out soon. Like they're playing chess right now. Everybody in the community is playing checkers and they're playing chess right now. We don't know what's to come, yet everyone is talking as if we have the full plan laid out for us. We don't. We just don't know certain things. So I think that a lot of more people need to just start chilling out, taking a step back and really think, do you think that this company is going to attempt to screw you over when they've had so many opportunities and they're like, Think about it this way. You're invested in this company because it seems like one of the best companies that we have ever seen. It looks like one of the greatest opportunities we have ever seen. They look like some of the greatest business people and some of the greatest people in this space that we have ever seen. So when you take that into consideration, let's put it into perspective. Let's say it's a pump and dump. This has to be the worst pump and dump I have ever seen in my life. So how do you go from being this competent at making something amazing, and then when you're in the middle of a freaking bull run with Dogecoin as your competition, a coin that literally does shit? You could have easily listed on exchanges, advertised the fact that you had DC, advertised the fact that you had Disney. Like, why are you revealing your licenses like this? Just reveal all your licenses, reveal the fact that you got DC, Disney, all of this stuff, and pump the token. Get it on a bunch of exchanges and pump this during the middle of a bull run. You realize this token would have ran away if they did that? This token would have been crazy if they got us on all the big exchanges, if they revealed that they had all these tokens, and then they start dropping these, or revealed that they had all these licenses, and they just start dropping stuff. You realize how easy it would have been to pump this up? But because they didn't do that, I'm seeing people say stuff like, oh, this company mismanaged the project. This project is being mismanaged. No, because you would do something that would pump it and it's not ready to be pumped. Like that's the problem. People think that they could do this project, they could do this job better than the people doing this job, when in reality, no, you would just screw it up because you're too thirsty for success. Success takes time to build. Some of these companies take decades to build. Yet you trying to get everything overnight. Yes, everyone knows you want to be rich. We all want to be rich. Get over it. Be patient and accept that that's just not best for the project. Doing these short-term pumps and all that, that's not what's best for the project. So yeah, let me know y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. I definitely want to hear y'all opinions on this, man. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you stay updated. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you all in the next one. Peace out, yo.